Welcome back, Little About a Lot. My name's Mike. Let's get to this safe project. This is the Canon AP5540. Today we're going to show you how to change the combination on the lock, because I had a lot of questions and this one didn't match some of the description even into the card that it came with the Canon safe. We're also going to put lighting in here, so when you open it up it has a motion detecting lighting, LED strip 16 foot. We're going to basically put it around the exterior here. We're also going to put a dehumidifier in it. Last but not least, you need electricity to be able to run those things. So we're going to make our own extension cord and own plug-in inside the safe. So follow along. So this is actually a pretty easy process to be able to change the lock combination. And so it comes with a lock combination from the dealer itself. And so you just kind of plug that in, you open it up. So now that the safe is open with your dealer code, mine was a 3-digit with a pound on the end of it. When you look into the safe itself, you'll find this red knob. So when you open the safe, you'll find this red push button or red knob. And so what you do is you push it, you'll hear it beep on the outside there. You hear that? It'll light up the bottom button here green. You go ahead and put in your 3, 4, 5, 6-digit code and you follow it with the star key. Not the pound key, but the star key. Once you insert that, push the star key, it's reset to whatever electronic combination that you like. It's time to run the electric into the safe. I went out to the local Home Depot and grabbed a few supplies. First thing is I bought a 9-foot tool replacement cord. And so you can do this a couple different ways. You can go out and buy like a 12-3 or a 14-3 and you just get it cut by foot. And so they didn't, of course, didn't have anybody sitting around. So I went ahead and got this 14 gauge 9-foot tool replacement cord. Of course, you're going to need a junction box. I went ahead and painted this one black. This is the metal junction box. It's a single gang, which means it's a one, basically double plug junction box. I have a 3/8, which is basically what the extension cord is going to go into, and then you just screw these two things down at the end and it holds it in place. And so I believe this is a 3/8. A plug, I bought everything black or made it black because when you open the safe I don't want to see a whole bunch of different colors like a blue, a white, things like that. So it's just a regular 3-prong protective plug. And of course, last but not least is the cover for it. Another black cover, and we just got to basically just screw a few things on and you're good to go. So in the back of your safe you may have a hole sitting in there, and so you do have to finish that hole into the safe and basically just drill it out to the dimension of your cord, whether it's a 14-3 or 12-3, whatever dimension and diameter you have of this. Make sure you use that. I think it's like a 1/2 inch or a 3/8 hole, and so I just drilled out through the back of it. And so all you're going to do is I'm going to thread this through the back because the other end is already secured on there. So you obviously can't pass it back through the hole. So you want to go ahead and patch this through first. Once I have passed my electric cord through the safe and I have the end ready to go, it comes pre-stripped. And so I'm just going to take my junction box and punch out one of these holes. And so I just basically take a flathead, or this is a Phillips, but basically just kind of punch it out, move it back and forth, and eventually you'll get the little deal here. I'm going to take my 3/8 and I'm going to put it in that hole like that. And it has a little thread in on the end here, and you just want to eventually get it in there. And so once you get it fairly tight there, you can use your screwdriver, make it a little bit more tight like that. Those are nice and loose, so this is kind of what it looks like. And so I'm just going to pass my cable into my box. Alright, so now I have my cable in my box. I'm going to take my plug and just take off the protective cover. Basically a black, white, and a green. And so black is always to brass. And so you just find your brass fittings here. So you can see where that's brass and brass, and this is not brass and brass. It's two different colors. And then you have your neutral that goes, or your ground, sorry, that goes right here. So you're going to take my white and put it on my metal looking ones. And then I'm going to take my black and put it on my brass, and then I'm going to take my ground and put it on my ground. So I went ahead and got all that taken care of. My black is to brass, side, everything like that. And all you have to do is, it comes with a couple screws, and you'll just put these screws in like that. No, before I do that though, really what I want to do is just kind of leave this out, and it's got a mounting basically hole in the back here. So I want to mount it in the safe. And so this top hole right here, I'm just going to put a screw from the inside of it out before I put the plug in. After we have the electric hooked up, we're going to install two things. One is this Hornady dehumidifier. There's a couple of different options you can do here. They sell thousands of these things, just different ones on Amazon. You can go to your local gun dealership, you can go to Academy. They're going to have whatever option you want. But there's two different dehumidifiers. You get the ones with the chemicals, ones you kind of put in a bucket and they kind of suck the water out of the air. Or you can get something like this, which actually heats it up a little bit and withdraws some of that humidity within it. So this is pretty easy. You just open the package, plug it, play it, you're done. Next step is to install a motion sensor LED strip light. This one's a 16-foot one, and it's pretty self-explanatory. When you open the box, comes with a motion detector, so when you open the door, it'll basically alert this to turn on, and these are your strip lights. You plug it in like a normal plug, and we're going to install it around the exterior on the inside here. And so when you open the door, it shines all that light into the safe. This is a little over 4 foot tall this way, a little over 4 foot tall this way. It's 40 inches wide, so that's 4, 8, 12, 16. So I think what I'm going to be able to do is really just kind of put a nice bead around the outside of the bottom, the top, the right side, and the left side, and hook this up so when you open it up, it turns on the motion sensor. It's got some 3M sticky tape on the back of it, so as I go around, I'm just going to pull a piece of that off and then stick it to it. I will also clean it because it probably has dust and things like that. So I'll also clean it and then make sure that the tape has a good place to adhere to. You can see behind me the safe is nice and lit up. I put my dehumidifier in there, which is basically just a plug and play, and I mounted it in the back. If you have any questions, please put down in the comment section what else you would like to know. I haven't had this safe for very long, so I can't give you a prolonged review of the safe. I would put all the stuff that I bought today in the description below, and pretty easy process. We changed the code, we ran electric, we installed lights, we put a dehumidifier in there, and it's good to go now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one.